Hello, and welcome to the episode that's going to post right before Halloween! Spooky!
in
In 5D.
5D.
That's all I got. It's just spooky.
That's all right, because you're right. It is going to post around there, and also spooky.
Spooky!
All right. Well, if you're opening it up with spooky, right before we jump into it, to our buddy Klops,
Yep.
I have a drink. It just looks invisible because of my green screen. There it is.
He's drinking
Aha.
an invisible drink. It's magic like that. I'm just drinking beer.
Sailor Jerry and Coke Zero because I don't want to be a fat ass, but I am also an adult.
I don't drink soda unless there's liquor in it.
Yeah.
Which makes it sound like I drink a lot of liquor, but it's really just that I don't drink that much soda.
Yeah, mostly I drink, and this sounds fancy as fuck, but I kicked my soda addiction with bubbly water.
I was trying to do bubbly water as I kicked soda a long time ago, but I'm always just craving that something that isn't water, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried to do the bubbly water. Turns out if you have acid reflux, that shit's horrible for you.
Yeah, but don't you love it?
I do love it, but I like weirdly I like plain. I don't want any flavor in it.
I like plain for normal day-to-day stuff, but if I'm at a meal, I would like flavored.
No, see, I just want water that fights back. I like a meal with a little aggression.
You got some hardcore water there.
That's right.
That's some bad water right there.
I got the Henry Rollins of water.
Oh, deep cut.
Oh, I'd like to think Rollins is still relevant.
Did you know that he did a movie that I actually kind of love?
Which one?
God damn, now I can't remember the name of it, but he played a fallen angel. But it's kind of interesting because the way that this creature survives, and spoiler because no one's gonna fucking see this.
Called He Never Died.
Yeah, exactly. He eats people, and it gives him energy and regenerates. So it's kind of gory. It was good, actually. I was surprised. I wish there was going to be a sequel because I wanted to know more about this like enforcer / detective person that used to be some sort of angel. Yeah.
I mean, I hate Henry Rollins. Like Black Flag is already such a good bad band.
Yeah.
And then you get to learn about Henry Rollins and you're like, he's kind of nuts, but he's kind of not nuts. And he's kind of a douche, but he's kind of not a douche. Like I feel so many ways about Henry Rollins all at once.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes when I see headlines about him, I'm like, "Oh, that's my boy, Henry Rollins," and sometimes I go, "Oh, that motherfucker."
Oh look, Henry Rollins.
It feels like I don't know. It feels like a stereotypical bad boy from a movie.
Yeah.
Like he got a heart of gold, but he's kind of a douche.
Right.
But yeah, no, check out that movie. It's actually
He Never Died.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I think it's a Canadian film.
It's probably Canadian. Co-starring Boo Boo Stewart and Kate Greenhouse.
Oh yeah. How could we forget about Boo Boo there?
Yeah, Boo Boo Stewart and Kate Greenhouse, everybody's favorite.
Everybody's favorite. All right, so we're talking about spooky, and I want to we're bringing it back.
Bringing it back.
So, as I've told on this podcast before, my wife does not like scary movies.
No.
She gets scared by scary, not just like ghosts. She doesn't have a type. She's pretty universal. Aliens and gore. She's just not into that kind of stuff. But randomly, I discovered that she was cool with Hocus Pocus, and I had not seen that movie all the way through in, I don't know, 10 years, 15 years maybe.
Muck. It's the best I got.
I got a chance to not educate her, but fill her in on the fact that, yes, that's Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yep.
That Bette Midler has, in fact, won many, many awards, including Grammys.
Yes.
She is a very talented woman.
Bette Midler's funny as fuck, too.
Oh, yeah,
Good
dude.
Lord, she has fantastic comedic timing.
She is. She's great. And I loved how they all just fucking leaned into this.
Oh, yeah, no, they're whole hog into this. Everyone.
Dude, that like full fucking like line, hook and sinker. Like everybody is committed. we were looking at where some of these actors went, and some of them went off to do, a lot bigger things. But I think the three main gals are probably the most famous. No, and they did, dude. They stole the show.
Yeah.
But I also found out the guy who played the cat, but like real live boy.
Zachary Binks.
Yeah. He is Proby from NCIS.
And okay, you want even weirder? The scene at the end where he's a young man again, that's not him talking, because he was supposed to be the voice of the cat. At the last minute, they decided they didn't like him for the voice of the cat and recorded his dialogue with a different actor.
Yeah, he does sound different, and I thought that
and
was weird.
the kid who does the voice of the cat, actually, he's probably not as well known as the three, but I'm willing to bet he's done more things than the other three because he primarily does voice work these days. That dude does tons of voices.
Well, I did recognize the voice. It was just funny. I'm like, oh man, you have a lot of stars that eventually went off to do other well-known things, but not as big as the Three Witches, and they steal the show.
You know what's awkward though? The girl who plays the younger sister.
Oh, I know, American Beauty.
She grows up to do American Beauty, and
Yeah.
then you have to watch this movie and you go, I've seen that little girl's boobs, and then you have to go, I'm a bad person.
That's
but I'm
always...
not a bad person because I didn't see her boobs when she was a little girl, and maybe it's slightly better because I was a little boy when she was a little girl.
Yeah,
but at the same time,
it's like my
you still feel bad.
It's like my Christina Ricci obsession, because I was
I
was like 8 when she was 9 and in Casper, and I was like, yeah, that's my girl right there.
But then she grows up, and you're like, oh god, she's doing Black Snake Moan, and shit's getting weird.
Oh yeah, so I understand what you mean. I feel like as long as at the age they were your age or older, I think you're okay.
Yeah.
As long as you don't watch them in previous roles when they were younger and enjoy that. There you go. Like, oh, you're gonna grow up, great. And there's the line.
Yeah, I could push this further, and I'm choosing not to.
Yeah, pretty much, because apparently the stuff we say online will end up other places.
In a few years, people are going to be like, I had to listen to their fucking podcast, and they sucked. They were fucking ass. I often think, oh man, if we ever get famous, we're going to have to take most of this down.
Yeah, exactly.
This shit needs to get scrubbed from the internet.
Yep. These channels are gonna need to fucking burn and die.
Yeah.
So, what was the biggest, the longest running show you've ever been a part of? This, whatever. But yeah. So, anyways, they announced this. Well, they're teasing a sequel. Have you heard about this for Hocus Pocus?
I've heard, but only in as much as they want to do a sequel, and I believe they want all three of the Sanderson sisters back.
Yeah. Do you think they're gonna dig up all of the old cast, or are you gonna think it's gonna be a new set of kids?
I bet you the kids will be different, and the Sanderson sisters will be the same. You might get like 1 or 2 of the kids to come back, but I don't think you get the cat, the girl, and the boy. Oh, and the other girl. I always forget about the love interest. But yeah, I don't think you get all those.
Yeah, the love interest grew up to be a lot of things in a lot of shows, like one of those characters or one of those actresses.
What else does she do? I'm just not as familiar with her.
I know she's done episodes of, like, I think CSI and stuff.
Oh, is
like
she
that.
one of those ones who does one episode of everything?
I think she did several of predominant shows, but like 1 or 2 episodes of. She's like always victim number 3 or something.
Yeah. No, there's every once in a while, me and my wife will be watching something and we'll go, oh, this person looks so familiar. Who is this? And then we'll look them up and then we go, oh, they're literally just one episode of everything we watch. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she was in Hills Have Eyes, Eyes Wide Shut, 3:10 to Yuma. She's on that show Ray Donovan, which I've never watched, but I know of. People seem to like it. She was. Oh no, that's not that 70s. That's 40 Days and 40 Nights. She was the girl who was in that. Yeah, she's done some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although to be fair, I have not seen the little girl ever since American Beauty. Actually, what has she been in?
Well, she's been in American Beauty, so she has that. Let's see, Ghost World. Patriot Games. She's in The Walking Dead now, apparently. She did
Oh,
2019 to 2020, so she's in the newest season of that. Let's see anything else
interesting.
there's lots of little stuff that I'm just not familiar with, so I'm not trying to make it sound like she doesn't do anything. She seems to work fairly consistently and in doing a lot of little stuff.
And
She was in Limp Bizkit's "Eat You Alive" video short, so that's probably good. There's a
well,
highlight,
she was
reveal,
also in
reveal.
I
Oh,
believe
buddy,
in a live house music video.
there's one that you and I both should and should not be aware of.
Oh God.
Actually, now that I say this out loud, yeah, 100% this was her, and I hate myself for remembering this. She was in the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Oh,
She
that's
was the
right.
Empress.
That's right. She
Yes.
was.
Yes.
She was.
So that's
Oh.
what she's been doing.
Okay. I saw that movie as an adult, not when it came out, and
It wasn't
like,
any better when you watched it as a kid, if that helps.
okay, fair enough. I was like, because it was Marvin Wayans.
No, Marlon.
Oh, it was Marlon.
There
Okay.
is no Marvin. It's Marlon.
Marlon.
Well, maybe there's a Marvin, but he's not a famous one that anybody knows about.
So the three famous ones. There's
Keenan Ivory,
okay,
Damon,
okay,
and Marlon.
Marlon. So
Well,
Marlon.
and actually now there's Marlon Wayans Jr., his son, who was on he was on both The New Girl and he was on Happy Endings. But
Oh.
he's super funny. Love him.
Okay.
He was
Okay. I
with
didn't know.
Tommy in Big Hero 6.
I didn't know that was his kid.
Yeah, it's Damon Wayans Jr.
Fair enough. But
Yeah.
I completely lost the threat.
You know what would be better though? Because I don't actually know. Like, I assume he's Damon Wayans' kid, but wouldn't it be great if he was Marlon Wayans and he like named his kid? Like, what if I named my kid Jeremy Barker Jr.?
That would piss off your brother. I don't know why, but I think it would piss off your brother.
I also think it would piss off my brother, and it might be just hysterical enough to be worth having a kid. No, because that one pays off twice. Because when they turn 18 and you can kick them out of the house and go, "I only had you as a joke," and then you throw them out.
That's a very The League kind of ending.
I just rewatched that, and I gotta say, I loved the finale the first time I saw it, and honestly, the second time I watched it, I was like, that was needlessly cruel.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It was the end of the show, because after that there's no joke that they could do that is nearly as fucked up as that was. It was
No.
on like that ending. Going back, I was like, man, that was mean.
But I feel like they wanted to end it. They didn't want any more. I feel like they
Yeah,
were
well,
done.
and that's a good way to do it, because basically at that point you can assume that he does not talk to them again.
Yeah, just
That's probably over.
yeah, because wow. I will say
Yeah.
the way the kid reacted, I felt was weird.
Yeah, because he showed no sign of like disliking his dad, and then the minute he finds out he's not his dad, he's like, "Oh, thank fuck, I'm done."
Yeah, exactly.
it
That
was just
real
a
weird.
little bit weird.
Yeah, well,
Whatever.
there you go. All right, so back to spooky shit, because you've been watching a show that I wanted to. I want to watch.
Spooky!
Yeah, that's how we opened. And I'm sad now. But
Which one?
Lovecraft Country.
Oh man, where to start? I really enjoyed Lovecraft Country. I think we talked about it a little bit an episode or two ago, but I finally made it to the end. They just played the last episode. I watched it. First things first. You hear something called Lovecraft Country, you hear it's on HBO, and you look at it and you're like, okay, it's set against like a racist America, 1920s, 1930s. I'm really bad with time frames. Like, I'm super bad with all of that stuff.
Okay.
I'm awful with dates, but it's some 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, something that ain't fucking now and ain't the 60s. That's as far as I'm at.
It ain't the 60s.
You know, it's pre that shit. But it was mostly set as like the big theme that they start you off with is the idea of sundown towns, which I had never heard of, but is
Yeah.
apparently a real thing. And there were actually stretches of the U.S. where entire counties in a row were all sundown towns. And essentially what it was illegal to be black and
Wow.
in that town after sundown. And so if you were traveling cross country or just going from here to there and wound up driving a little too late one night and were between counties, they could literally take you and arrest you. There were lots of places where people were lynched, like killed, because they're like, you're in our town after dark. That's illegal. You're a criminal. Killing you. Like, just horrifying. But you hear that and you're like, okay, I'm getting Lovecraft Country set against this racist backdrop, looking at it from the point of view of the people being oppressed. Slow burn, right? Like everything about this just read like slow burn, like real gritty.
Well, especially Lovecraft, right? You never go right to it in most of this Lovecraft.
Fuck no, bro. They don't give fucks. The part of Lovecraft that they're pulling in is that there's all kinds of fucked up shit that you don't even get how that shit works. This show comes at you with like the horror mystic mythos, tons of it. Tons of it. Huh. There is magic and monsters and fucking people ripping skin off and all kinds of crazy, wacky shit.
So
all the time. It's real good. They pull it off really well. It doesn't seem like it's just, everything's out of left field. It all lines up pretty well. It's super fun. There's a lot of, I'm trying not to give anything away because I actually really want people to watch it for themselves. Because there is some like mystery and mysticism to it. It almost feels like Goonies plus racism, sort of.
Well, I've never seen the Goonies, but I know racism.
Yeah, so I mean, you're at least half in. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like, I really can't point to anything and go, this is a 100% low point. Like a lot of shows like this, there's a little bit of a sag in the middle, where I was like, okay, we can pick up. But not enough that I was ever like, I'm done, I'm out. Like, I was never 100% out. There's always something in each episode to kind of pull you back and make you go, oh, shit. So, yeah, no. With the finale that came up, I'm a little interested in how season 2 would play out. Okay. I don't even know if it has been approved for it. Like, I could see it ending here and just being
okay with that.
Fine. Like I'd like more, but at the same time, I think anything they do like runs the risk of sort of jumping the shark really quickly.
Yeah, especially if you start at that high pace, it's really difficult to just keep escalating.
And without giving it away, but where they end, like I'm like it's not that you can't do anything else; it's that anything else going forward is pretty different now.
Yeah.
So, check it out. Really, really, really enjoyed Lovecraft Country. We'll watch a season 2. I'm just not sure what direction. Like I can't throw my hat in the ring. I don't know where you take season 2.
What if they do nothing. Like a time jump and it's a new set of folks and different social issues?
I not even necessarily a time jump, but doing it more anthology series and just focusing on some different folks actually might be the way to go. Plus, I'm telling like horror anthology right now, man. That's making a comeback because of American Horror Story, because of Slasher up in Canada. That's actually one. If you're looking for like a watch in the background kind of show to watch, like while you work or while you work out or any of that stuff, fucking brushing your teeth, Slasher. You can get it on Netflix. It's a Canadian horror anthology series, but it's always done with like it's always about a primary slasher. So like very 1980s, there's always one mask-wearing, knife-wielding psycho kind of thing.
Yeah.
But every season, it's a new mask-wearing, knife-wielding psycho.
Okay. So different background, different types of kills, that kind of deal.
Exactly. But yeah, I'm into Lovecraft County doing an anthology. I don't know that it's meant to be. I don't know that that's what they're going to do. But I think that for me, that's where I'm putting my hat. That's my vote.
Okay. I mean, I'm definitely interested in watching it, but I got so much TV to catch up on, and right now I'm barely watching TV. None of my TVs are plugged in because I just moved into the new place.
We had a lot of, because of what happened with Klops and everything, I've had some time off work. I've had some time traveling. My anniversary just came up. So October's always a really busy month. And weirdly, during COVID, my October became like busy with not working specifically.
Yeah.
So I've had time to catch up on some TV shows, but
yeah,
for me, it got so bad that like even my management structure was like, you need to take time off now. now is the time where you don't fucking come in for a while. There's too much shit going on.
I mean, that's good. At least they're giving you the time.
They're fucking cognizant of it.
Yeah, no. Stupid me. I haven't had too much time for that. I've been actually playing Stellaris quite a bit.
Okay.
Here's full disclosure. I didn't know what the hell a 4X game was until one of the
I
folks.
still don't.
Yeah. So it's like explore, expand, Excalibur. I got nothing.
Existence.
But it was actually shown to me by one of the guys in the group, TK, who often games with us, and he's been with us for a while. He showed it to me.
You
and
talk about him like he's a Labrador. Been with us for a while now, that one has.
Well, because I don't want to like dox his ass either. Explore, expand, exploit, and exterminate. He's been our official fact checker here in the YouTube for years
Just
at
say
this point.
he's our moderator.
He is. Yeah, he's one of
Also,
the head
why did the
moderators.
4 E's? Like, I get that they all do the EX thing, but they literally all start with an E. Just call them the 4 E's. What the fuck?
Yeah, but X sounds better because it's extreme.
Get fucked.
Get fucked. I like how you're just so mad about it out of nowhere. Just get fucked.
It's
get wrecked.
bullshit. It's bullshit, and I hate it.
Anyways, so I didn't realize this was a game type. I have played Civilization, but this was back in the day when I sailed the high seas because I couldn't afford video games. So I always had like the oldest version, and by that point I was like, I just want to know what happens. So I use cheats up the ass for the original Civ. And I didn't realize it was its own game type. And this one, instead of taking over cities, you're actually taking over systems, and you're mining asteroids, you're mining planets. It's kind of a cool game. Are you into those kind of longer spanning? Because I know you played Civilization for a bit.
It really depends. Like, there are ones that just pull me in, and there are ones that don't. So, like, No Man's Sky, I suppose, is similar-esque. Very different, but similar-esque. And it did pull me in, but we've also played a lot of those sort of survival games that don't do it. And it's the same thing with, like, Civilization kind of games. I like Civ. I've played Endless Legend, which I really like, though Endless Legend falls a little more between Civ and, like, StarCraft. It's slightly more RTS. Because you do need to be a little more military focused, at least with the way I play. Maybe I'm bad at it. I'll say, here's what I'll say. I don't play a lot of those, and it's probably because I'm really bad at them. But the two that I do dive into are Civ and Endless Legend.
So,
but I'm really bad at them. I'm not good at all.
I mean, neither am I either. And you know, shameless self-promotion. We're actually playing Stellaris every Tuesday until something happens with TK and Sage. But also, what I like about Stellaris is you have all kinds of different races, and you can create your own empire and give it different like edicts and different styles of gameplay. So if you want to be like the Trade Federation, you can set up a race that your power comes from your economy. If you want to be militaristic, and then also you choose different leaders, and you have different like if you send a science ship out to survey a system, like it has to have an assigned scientist, and they get different levels depending on what kind of research projects they're doing by just going to different types of planets and finding different kinds of anomalies and studying them. Is actually,
this Mech Warrior Solaris?
No, this is Stellaris.
It's
actually really good, and what I've been trying to do is on like Saturday mornings early, I try to sneak in some time and game with TK, and we've been doing.
That's so sweet that you guys have a gaming affair.
Yes, totally. I mean, Sage would be invited, but he's always sleeping or at church on Sunday morning.
Is it worth the $40? Because I gotta say, you haven't not piqued my Does it like? Damn it, Eduardo! Why are you making me spend money?
So it's a slow. Research is slow, but it's so involved, and you can't play it by yourself. And you have AI that governments that want to make deals with you, and there's trade. Like, there's all kinds of crazy shit, but it is very much a slow burn, sit and enjoy kind of game.
Yeah, God damn it, Eduardo.
Am I just
Why you
am I,
do this to
by
me?
dissuading you? Am I actually just tugging you more into it?
Yeah, no, the nothing like this sounds like one of the perfect games. I look for games that I can play on my couch, like
Yeah.
while I'm watching TV, just kind of casually, like puzzle quest and
Yeah,
shit.
you can even like
Stuff that I
slow
can
it
stop.
down. It's resource management.
Oh,
It is great.
bro.
Also, if you want to join in the Tuesdays, we're just
I
gonna
don't.
have
I don't.
we were just gonna have a constant campaign for a while.
My wife was just saying how much she enjoys that I'm gonna have Tuesdays and Wednesdays off for a while. I don't want to join you guys on Tuesday. Sorry. I don't.
Hey, all I gotta say to TK is I tried. But yeah,
I still love you guys, but y'all ain't covering half my bills.
I'm not offering either. You're not my type.
Yep.
You got the wrong kind of bits.
Fine with it.
But anyways, check the game out. It's actually pretty good. We're gonna.
I
keep
might
playing.
swoop that up. That actually sounds really fun.
Yeah,
Damn it.
and they got some pretty cool races.
I was even just like, I'm such an idiot. I got the pre-order for both the PlayStation and the Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I haven't ordered any games for it.
Yeah, see, for me, because it's my media center, I'm just gonna plug the Xbox in because I didn't get the PS5, and I'm gonna see what's available and just get it then.
Yeah, I need to order games for it.
Because I don't even know what's good at launch, right? Because
So okay, hold on. We can literally do this right now because this is how short the lists are. Each one only has like 5 games at launch.
okay, and I don't recall. I think maybe the PlayStation had one I wanted at launch, but I didn't secure a pre-order, so I'm gonna have to go and try and get one like a plebe.
Hold on here. I'm gonna pull it up right now. Talking.
Filler.
Okay. So coming out new, Assassin's Creed Valhalla,
Nah.
Destiny 2, Fortnite, NBA 2K21,
Meh.
Watchdog Legion.
Ooh, that one. That'll probably be the one on.
And then the only other one that I know of that's this is a weird list, but fucking Gears Tactics is supposed to be out for it. That's what I'm going to buy is Gears Tactics.
Yeah, and for me, it's the Watch Dogs.
Okay, Watch Dogs. Okay, here's a better list. So it's Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Watchdog Legion, Dirt 5, Yakuza 7, Tetris Effect, Gears Tactics, Fortnite, COD Blops, Cold War, Bright Memory, Devil May Cry 5, Enlisted, Evergate, NBA 2K, Observer, and
Evergate?
Warhammer. Evergate is a fast-paced but deeply personal puzzle game in which you control the adorable Key on their adventure through the afterlife, released earlier this year on Xbox One, PC, PS4, Nintendo Switch. It's now heading to the next-gen console. And yes, I should say several of the ones I just named, I happen to know, are download only. So the ones that aren't download only, it's just the Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Watchdog Legion, I believe Dirt 5, Yakuza's download, Tetris Effect, I believe is download, Gear Tactics is disc, Fortnite is download, Call of Duty is disc, Bright Memory is download, Devil May Cry is download, I think Enlisted is download, Evergate's download, NBA is disc, Observer is download, and Warhammer I believe is also download.
I'm probably just going to get Watch Dogs.
And maybe I'll pick that up. I'm just not familiar with it, so like I don't care.
Okay,
But to be fair, things are not super bright and shiny on the PlayStation side. There's only 2 games I'm interested on that side, and that is they're doing the Demon Souls remake. I don't give a shit. Spider-Man Miles Morales I will pick up. Sackboy: A Big Adventure, weirdly I am interested and I'm going to pick up. Godfall, don't care. Bug Snacks, don't care. Astro's Playroom, I will play, but that comes with it. That's basically a pack-in title.
Yeah.
Destruction All-Stars, I'm interested, but I want that game to be out for at least a month before I buy it because A, I want to make sure there's a community, and B, I want to make sure it's not a pile of shit. The Pathless download game, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'm not an Assassin's Creed fan. NBA, don't care. Devil May Cry download game. Borderlands 3, Fortnite, Destiny 2, Observer, all disc games, and then COD Blops. So really for me, on both of them, I only have 3 games I need to pick up. I'm gonna pick up Spider-Man. I'm gonna pick up Sackboy, and I'm gonna pick up.
It's yeah, for me it's
Gears
1-on-1.
Tactics.
It's Spider-Man and Watch Dogs. But again, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the PS5
Have you
anytime
kept your
soon.
eyes out? I know they're supposed to be releasing more.
Yeah, they did a little short one, but the website was kind of a weird one, and I was like, not gonna risk it.
Yeah. No, honestly, like I'm the only reason I'm getting them, and before he was like this guy trying to like no, the only reason I'm getting them is because I didn't go on vacation and I have the money to swoop them up. That's the old like honestly, usually I'd wait about a year before I get them,
Hmm.
but COVID COVID ruined all my yearly plans that would take up like the big saving pot of my money, so I kicked it over to these. This is like my I didn't get to go on vacation. I'm buying consoles. That's literally the only reason I'm getting them. It's not because I'm dying for it or because I'm like for life console. Like no, I got the cash, so I am.
Yeah, that's fair. I really wanted the PlayStation because it it has a lot of the titles that I want a lot more than the Xbox, at least for a while. Like I want to play Horizon, I want to play the new Ratchet and
Horizon's a
Clank.
must get, yeah.
Exactly. So I had those things to be excited about. For the Xbox, it was just kind of the new Halo and, yeah, the new Watch Dogs. But that's kind of it. I haven't seen very many titles that I'm really like, oh my God, I need to have it right away.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sad because I used to be very much an Xbox kind of dude. Um, Actually, I went
The
back and
original
forth.
Xbox and the 360 were my jam, and
Yeah.
the one really started to kill stuff for me.
The Xbox One, why?
Most of the titles ended up just being on PC, and by that point, I had a good PC, so there wasn't a big reason to get them on the Xbox.
Yeah.
And I just didn't like the interface, don't like the controller as much. It feels blocky and cheap. Yeah, just the one, just across the board, didn't do it for me.
Did not do it for you. I liked the one. I liked how it integrated and made everything like a media center easy. But again, I know you don't use
So
it
I
for
didn't
that.
used to use it as a media center. Now that I am using it as a media center, I actually still don't love the interface,
Mm-hmm.
but it works. It runs quiet. It's a really nice media center, and that one of my plans for the Series X is it's going to replace this one that I have upstairs now as my new media center. Like the plan day one is mostly that's going to be our streaming Blu-ray whatever else box, you know.
Yeah, yeah. No, and that's her. That's for me. It's always been, at least for the last generation, not even the Xbox One and PS4, but for the PS3, it was always, if it's a single player game, get it on the PS3 because the graphics are fucking out of this world.
Yeah.
If it's multiplayer, get it because you have Xbox Live and the servers will at least be not
Game
terrible.
Pass is the one everybody keeps swearing like, bro, you gotta get Game Pass. I still haven't done it, but maybe I finally will because I'm being told a lot of the retro games are going to be out on Game Pass for this one, and
Mm.
it's like I think they said a couple of my buddies were saying $25 a month gets you the Xbox Live with Game Pass, and you get like a free title plus retro games. Though I got the Series X, which has the disc, and I kind of already told my boss and my buddy that honestly, day one of getting my Xbox, I'm probably gonna replay Stubbs the Zombie on it
That's hilarious.
because I can play Stubbs the Zombie upstairs.
You know what?
You
Well,
know.
that you know which game I actually want to go back and replay, like a jackass.
Hmm.
Um, and it's not even that old, but I wanted to go back and replay. Oh my God, I lost it. That's amazing.
Wow.
I was like, oh yeah, you know what game I really want to play? And I was like, oh shit, wait, yeah, no, I don't. It wasn't. So I was thinking Bullet Witch, but it wasn't Bullet Witch. You remember that game though, right?
Mm-hmm.
That game was weird. It was like anime, dark, but so fucking short. I feel like I could have played a whole lot more of that game.
Yeah, it wasn't mind-blowingly great, but it was good. One of the ones I actually really want to make a comeback, I'd love and do 99 Nights. I like 99 Nights.
That was the floaty one in the air, right?
No, 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 no. You're thinking of Nights After Dreams. 99 Nights was the pack-in title with the 360 that was essentially like a take on oh, what are they called? Dynasty Warrior, but it was like a fantasy set one. So you played as like Duikfario, the Dark Elf, or like the night chick. There was two of them. They did two 99 Nights games on the 360, and then they didn't do any more. I would die for a new 99 Nights game. Oh, it's so good.
Did speaking of games that we haven't played in a while, did you ever go back that play Monster Hunter World? I feel like I'd never gave it a real chance.
I mean, I was really excited to play it with the group, and then the group just was just like, "Yep, we're gonna run through it. Oh, this sucks. We hate it. We don't want to play it with you. Bye." So I really still love to play it, but never.
Oh, really? I had the issue where I couldn't play it with other people because they always force you to do like your solo chapters, and the interface was so fucking tedious. That was
No,
my issue.
you were not wrong there. The few times I did get to play with them, it'd be like, play with them to a point, now play by yourself, now play with them to a point, now play by yourself. It might be worth it just to pick up from where you and I left off, like not start new characters,
Yeah.
and just see if we can get to the point where we can hunt if you're interested in like playing it again. But yeah, it just left a sour taste in my mouth because a lot of the group was like, "No, we just played it without you, and we hate it, and we're gonna complain about it the whole time we play it."
Yeah, my issue was just I couldn't get immersed into the game because it broke it up so much.
Yeah, I think it kind of suffered from that MMO thing where like you need to get to a point in the game where it's just like, okay, now go wherever you want and like run raid kind of stuff.
It felt like it was a rush to the end game, and I'm like,
Yes.
no, I really want, because I've played other Monster Hunter games, and I'm like,
See, I haven't.
I played one other one. I played Monster Hunter, whichever one was for the 3DS. That was the last one I played. I don't even remember at this point, but that was the last one I played, and I enjoyed it. I'm definitely not the guy that always gets the right equipment for the right monsters. Like, you know me, I can't be quite that detailed. So it was just, I did well, and I got real far, but I never fucking finished it. It's so involved.
Yeah. No, I'd love to get back in with somebody, but unfortunately,
Yeah, I mean that's a game that you and I could definitely play. Even if it means that we have to take solo moments, like, okay, I'll be right back. I'm doing my
but
required
with you and me,
mission.
honestly, we could sit there and drink a beer and just chat while we did it really quick. Like, I feel like for the stream it was really bad, but for just two
Yeah.
people playing a game, it'd probably be fine.
We should also do. What time do you wake up on Saturdays?
Honestly, like 7, but then I immediately get up, shower, and walk the dog.
Yeah, I mean that's what I do. Except my walking the dog is a lot less short now.
We're trying to build Ripley back up after she hurt her leg.
Yeah, have you guys taken her to the doctor? What did the doctor say?
Yeah, no, the vet just said like it's what with that muscle in particular in a dog, they can't not use it, so it just takes forever to heal.
Yeah, I can
So
see
we're
that.
doing everything right, like keep her off of it, but still exercise it to keep it building up. And we had to adjust her diet because she was putting on weight, which is putting more stress on it. So we like cutting back on her food and yada yada yada. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah. No, our little dog is on a diet now that we're talking about our pets. Because apparently the doctor was like, "Oh, she's really well loved," and I'm like, "You mean she's fat?"
Just say it, bro.
Just say, yeah. Well, it's because she's a tiny dog, so she's like a pound overweight, but that is like over a tenth of her entire body weight. She's 10 pounds. And the big dog's outside eating fucking pine cones like a jackass. Just sits there, just chews them and eats them. I'm like, "You're gonna poop, funny dog. You know this." And she's just like, "I love you." I'm like, "All right, whatever. Eat your
Was it
goddamn pine
you or
cones."
my other friend who was totally wrong about how much my dog weighed?
Oh, it wasn't me.
Okay, yeah, I was just talking to somebody. Must have been my buddy from work, but I was just talking about my dog, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I mean Ripley's like what, 25, 30 pounds?" And I was like,
No.
"She's a 70-pound dog," and she goes, "She doesn't look 70 pounds," and I'm like, "She's a boxer pit bull. No, she's dense and heavy.
Yeah.
She's a
Got
70-pound
big
dog."
bones. My dog's 7, almost 8 months now, and she's probably about 55, 60 pounds. So
I think yours is gonna get up more to like between 80 and 100.
Yeah.
I think Tater's gonna outpass Ripley.
she gonna be a big girl. I love my big dog, but she is goofy, and she's still a puppy, so she doesn't quite get it yet. She hasn't gotten quite that grace of an adult dog. Although, to be fair, some dogs never fucking grow into that
No, they
grace.
just don't grow into it.
Yeah, Rami is walking around. Rami's my smaller dog. She's walking around punking the large dog. Like, shut up. Oh man, pet lovers. People with children. This is how we feel when
Yeah,
you
that's how
talk
you
about.
fucking sound. Bastard.
I have a coworker who's got a child, and he's like, you just don't know how hard it is sometimes, with distance learning and stuff. And I'm like, I don't. You're absolutely not. But I was outside at 5 in the goddamn morning while this other animal shot pure hatred out of her butthole, and I had to go pick it up. So
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's comparable, but we both suffer in different ways. Stop eating stupid shit, dog. Damn it. I'm still mad about it.
I think you had one other thing to review, didn't you?
Yeah,
You had two things on the list.
I had two things on the list. It was Hocus Pocus that I wanted to chat about, which we did. I don't know how I feel about it, part two. I feel like if the story holds up. Because the first one was kind of a flop, wasn't it?
It did not do well in theaters, but became really beloved afterwards.
Yeah, I feel like that was also like The Nightmare Before Christmas, because people were really weirded out at first. They're like, what?
I still don't like it.
Really? I don't hate it. I will say that now that I've been so far away from high school and all those goddamn emo kids aren't like, oh, Jack and Sally. Then,
It's the love story of our time.
yeah, I like it a lot better. And I will say that Marilyn Manson's cover is still the best version of This Is Halloween. I'm not even sorry. I was actually showing it to somebody, Moore, our Canadian fan.
Run with that for a sec.
But anyways, so I was showing it to him, and he had never heard it in his life. He was pretty into it, which sparked a whole conversation around covers with, the cover being done way better than the original. And I know people are always going to lynch me for this, but Behind Blue Eyes by Limp Bizkit, I feel like I've heard the original, and it's good, but I really like that cover, which interestingly enough, the cover was made for the movie called Gothica with Halle Berry, and I went to see that movie with just no idea what it was about. I just knew it had Halle Berry, not because I was into her, but because she happened to be popular at the time. I don't remember hating it, but it felt a little kind of horror movie generic. So I need to probably rewatch that. But yeah, back to covers that are better than the originals. This Is Halloween. There's that. There's what's another cover? There's some of the Elvis songs that I think sound way better as cover. What's a cover that you think is better than the original? And I already said Halloween and oh Jesus, now I can't remember the one I said.
Well, the easy answer is the Ballroom Blitz version from Wayne's World with oh god, I can't remember her real name. She played Cassandra though.
Yeah.
Like legitimately, the album version, they released an album version of her doing Ballroom Blitz. So much better than the original. She nails it. It is so much better.
Also, Metric, the cover that
Of Black Sheep.
Is better than the original by Metric.
Oh yeah, the
Scott Pilgrim by Alison Brie.
Is it? No, it's not Alison Brie.
It's Brie
Is it
Allison.
also
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson?
I have
There you
terrible
go.
with names.
Yeah,
It
no,
shows.
but the Brie Larson version is way better than the original, and I love Metric and love the original, but the Brie Larson
I've been
version
getting
is
to
better.
more into Metric lately. They have some pretty good jams.
Oh, I love Metric. Gold Guns and Girls is like one of the
Actually,
tops.
just discovered that song like within the last week, dude.
It's so good.
It is a great song. It's got that nice like beat going to it. Like
Mhm.
I love it, but it's also it's dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dirty.
If Metric does a
upbeat.
tour when the world opens back up, we're going.
Yeah, for sure. I'd be into it. Super into it. All right, so I have been watching. Did you ever watch Criminal Minds?
No.
So
My wife does. Loves it.
that's right. You don't like procedurals. I like
crime
Mandy
proceed-
Patinkin and everything, but there was an actor that left that show, and he's now actually doing this show called SWAT. And so here's the truth. I didn't know it was SWAT like based on the old show. The name of the actor is Shamar Moore.
Okay.
He was in Criminal Minds, and he's been in a couple of things. He's a very, very attractive, tall-looking black man. So
Okay.
Uh,
Sexy.
from Criminal Minds, he's the black man on the team. But
Okay.
anyways, so
I actually think I do know who you're talking about.
yeah, he did a really good job on Criminal Minds playing that. Like I'm a badass, but I'm still kind of sensitive and very nice.
Right.
So it definitely crosses over to SWAT. And if you remember, SWAT is actually based, and I didn't know, I thought this was just a whole brand new thing, but it's actually based on the old series, which had a movie with Colin Farrell and a very, very.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Remember
yeah,
that?
yeah. Yeah.
I need to go back rewatch that, but I think that movie holds up. Like I remember it being
Oh, it's
pretty
been
good.
years.
Yeah, and I think it also has like Samuel L. Jackson and the guy who played Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner. Did I get that right?
I think so.
Yeah, I get one every so often. But anyways,
Yay.
so SWAT opens up and he's actually playing the titular character Hondo, I think is the name of it, which was a very iconic character from the original series. And I will say that it is definitely more actiony than Criminal Minds, and generally speaking, it's more about the action and I but I really like the character work they're doing. So they've got your new guy, the person that the audience is supposed to identify with, that kind of thing. When you know any show that you're doing, and he's supposed to be kind of like the cocky rookie that doesn't learn and whatever. And I understand where they're going with that character development. I think it's a little bit on the nose, but I won't spoil it because this is actually something you can go and check out now. It's not that old, but there's kind of a twist in his background that I think works for the series, and I'm close to the end of season 1, and that comes into play. That's as much as I will say.
Okay.
Um, I will recommend this. I think that if you like action, but you also like some of that whole procedural stuff, there's some of that. There are some like they tackle a lot of very charged subjects that are very much in the forefront of our current social political status. So I think they do it well. I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to have that kind of conversation right now. But generally speaking, I think it's a good show. And I realized that I should have brought the picture up this whole time.
You fool.
I am a fool. It is a bit of an ensemble cast, and I gotta say, when you're looking at the picture, I'm trying to remember his name. Is it Patrick? No, I'm missing a Jay Harrington, I believe is his name.
Okay.
He is fantastic, and boy is he pretty. Like he's got that beard going for him and everything. Like that dude is working that beard, not beer, maybe that too. I think he's doing a fantastic job in this as well. So some of the supporting characters, and you know who this is. Like you've seen a show where he was the main cast and he was hilarious, and we talk about it all the time.
Which guy in the picture?
The guy all the way to would be my left, but his Jay Harrington, and your clue is.
That's a horrible clue. It's so bad.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that's him?
Yeah, can you believe it?
He doesn't even look like that beard changes his face entirely.
Entirely. I was so surprised. That's why I thought you'd get a kick out of it. But yeah,
So for anybody who's watched Better Off Ted, he's in this and he does not look like himself at all.
Better Off Ted is fantastic. It is hilarious. It's got Portia de Rossi. Like, you should watch Better Off Ted. That have these cutouts that are your stereotypical evil corporation kind of adverts. It is fantastic. That show is sprinkled with awesome. You should watch that. But also SWAT, check it out. I think it'll definitely satisfy folks who like the actiony stuff, but it also has some very topical things. So I think you did a good job.
Is it a little bit like The Rookie with Nathan Fillion? Have you been watching that one?
I have not actually.
You'd like The Rookie. The Rookie's fun. I really like it.
Fillion, so that's probably true.
Yeah. No, you'll like it. Trust me.
Yeah. Oh, I'll have to check it out. I believe you reviewed it here, and I was supposed to.
There's
so much TV that I was supposed to watch, which I just.
Nah, that one, honestly, move it up your list because it's a little too procedural for me to get like into it. but you and my wife like the procedural stuff more than I do, and you really like Fillion. I think you'll
Mm.
actually really like The Rookie.
He's gonna have to be right below the David Boreanaz show that I keep trying to get into, but I never have time for.
Oh, that
Navy SEALs.
Castle.
No, Navy SEALs. No, Fillion was also in Castle. I love Castle.
Oh,
No,
I
it's
didn't
called
watch
Navy
that.
SEALs, and David Boreanaz plays SEAL. Shit, I forget his name. But anyways,
The Rookie's a little. The Rookie like plays a good blend of drama comedy. It's a cop
oh,
drama
okay,
comedy, but like way more on the drama than the comedy. It's only comedy because Fillion and some of the other cast members bring a certain charm to it.
okay, fair enough. I will definitely have to check it out. And that actually brings us up right near the end. You want to push and pedal some of your podcast, sir?
Um, Alternating Thursdays, we have the Bias Bros with
Bias
me and my
Bros.
brother Jay. We talk about movies. The Wednesday show, I think for now is actually going to stay done. It was something me and Klops wanted to do just because me and him felt like we weren't streaming enough. Maybe I'll pick up a solo stream or something eventually, but for now, I think I could actually just use the extra day off a week to like live a personal life, you know? It was something me and him were doing because we really wanted to do that together. We wanted a smaller group.
Yep.
We wanted to just play games again. And doing it by myself, even then, doesn't seem like exactly what I was aiming for with that. So I think Wednesday's done for now. That's all I
Fair
got
enough.
going on. That show and this show.
Yeah, so for this show, Monday nights on N5D Podcast YouTube, check us out. We are usually here 7 to 8 recording live. Check us out on iTunes, and Podbean gets updated every so often. Those sons of bitches make me push. So that is a thing I can't automate. I've been trying. I'm not complaining, but anyways.
We try, damn it. Oh, God.
Final words, Bonsai.
I'm gonna go with the classic. Don't put Twinkies on your pizza.
Okay, I actually kind of want to taste that now just to know how bad that is.
It's not good.
You don't know. You've never tried it.
Don't need to.
You should. Bye.
Bye.